Hi everyone, I'm Edouard, and quick show of hands, how many of you have been the lucky participant of a group project? Yeah, in service businesses we call them RFPs. What does RFP stand for? You guessed it, request for proposal. And a request for proposal in the service industry is an unpredictable, high-stake, mandatory, time-constrained, and collaboration-intensive project. To give you an idea, imagine that you receive a 100 pages long document full of 300 questions aimed at your 7 internal experts, and you have just a few weeks to answer them. It's the definition of hell, and yet that's how service businesses grow. If you ask a service business founder who's grown at a certain size, they will tell you that the first RFP they've ever won felt at graduation day. It's a huge market validation, and you will need to get more to grow more. And yet, for structural reasons, service businesses can't get around getting organized with RFPs. That's where we come in. In May 24, we were an internal search engine for SMBs. Something wrong happened, something weird. Some users were hijacking our system. They were doing that to answer RFPs. And that's where everything clicked, because I actually have a lot of experience answering RFPs and also writing them. And Gabriel has a lot of experience building complex data transformation pipelines. And we thought of this for a second, and we're like, what if you take an unstructured document, and from that single source, you create an entire project management system? So with 5 months left of runway, we refounded our customers. We went back to the drawing board. We managed to get our first paid pilots, and we launched an MVP. And a week after, we already had sales and a lot of user love. That's because we created the only RFP response management agent built for messy and high collaboration contexts. We orchestrate the whole process. Our AI remembers everything and improves with every user interaction. Imagine, right now, you will spend about 80 hours answering an RFP. If you use Trampoline, your team will only use 50 hours, and after a few iterations, only 20 hours. One of our users told us that this is the first time in his life that he doesn't have to stress and block entire days and evenings to work on RFPs. How we do that, I'm going to let Gabriel show you.
Hello, New York. I'm Gabriel, Trampoline CTO and co-founder. So let me show you how we make Raj's life easier. That's the customer you just saw. So before Trampoline, Raj had to read through every page of every single document of any RFP he wanted to answer. With Trampoline, it's as simple as dragging and dropping the files to our system for our AI agent to extract all the key action items and questions that need to be attended before we draft a proposal. All of that in only a few minutes. Let me show you how the board looks like once it's fully loaded. So this is a Trampoline board. Each of these cards represent one item that Raj and his team need to answer and complete before they draft the proposal. Before Trampoline, when Raj wanted to divide the work between him and his team, he had to go through each one of those cards and assign them one by one. Now with Trampoline, it's as simple as asking the AI to do it. So assign 10 technical support tasks to Edouard. Edouard's the CEO, but he's fairly technical, so he'll get by. Here, the AI does everything for you. It's going to go read through your cards. It's going to go through your organization to see who's available. And then it's going to assign the cards to the proper person, but always keeping you in the loop so that you can make sure that each item gets assigned to the right person. This looks good to me, so we're going to go forward with it. All right, so now we have Edouard assigned to all of those tasks. We also help with the completion of each of those tasks. So with our platform, it's as simple as clicking the Answer with AI button. So here again, the AI will take care of everything for you. It's going to review the project review and client description to make sure it has the updated information. It's going to go through your previously answered boards and your past proposals to then draft you an answer that you're then going to be able to review. Again, this looks good to me for the purpose of this demo, so I'm going to use another AI agent to insert the information within the card, creating the documentation that we're going to then use for future boards. Again, this looks good, so I'm going to accept this task, and then I'm going to move it to complete it. But Trampoline also helps with the most daunting part of any RFP response. That is drafting the actual proposal. Here we integrate with any of your writing tools. For instance, here we're going to work in Word 365, and we're going to create a table of content that we're then going to be able to use as the structure for the response to this RFP. We're going to make sure we selected the right board, and then we're going to fire up Trampoline. Again, we review the project review, we draft the TOC, we could, refine it, but again, this looks good to me. So let's insert it in there. And this is how Raj and his team and our customers can go from an RFP to a proposal in just moments. So I'm going to get back to Edouard. Thank you.
Thank you. Our product, our pricing model is outcome-based, yearly recurring, and with an average contract value of $12,000. An interesting thing is that we make it easy to answer to RFPs, and because of that, our users are actually using and answering more RFPs, which increase our revenues in the same way. Another thing that is interesting is that, as you've seen, Trampoline acts as a knowledge base, and we have users hijacking the system again to do more than just answer RFPs. And this gives us a lot of conviction that Trampoline can become the solution for sales operation in service companies. And we do that with the ultimate moat, which is personalized training data for each customer. We are enabling a collective memory that is truly superhuman. No single individual can remember all that with such precision. 4 weeks ago, we started our first growth hack, which is called Go No Go. And it brought us just 500 visits from 2 LinkedIn posts, but 46 new leads and already 9 demos. And these are yesterday's number. We have customers from various segments in the service industry, but they all share one thing in common. They used to manage RFPs like a group project. And now we are adding a customer almost every week. We make the most hated process in service businesses enjoyable again. And we're on a journey to make buying and selling complex services as easy as ordering coffee. Join us. Thank you.